One of the biggest challenges we faced with after deciding to go big was literally a pandemic happened and we shut down, and I went into a mild panic. Mollie, she's like, all right, well, here we go. So her faith was definitely bigger than mine at that point, but it was definitely a challenge taking time to take a step back and truly trusting in God. But I felt like I needed to push in even further.
Like you said, I wasn't so worried about him taking a pay cut and us losing our house, and I think that was gonna happen. I think it is always in us, like, yes, we want something better. We want to be closer to the new church. We want a new house. But I think it was just waiting on God's timing. So for me, I just wanted to rush ahead and, move and get everything done. But when you wait on God's timing, which we did, everything just worked out so smoothly.
So the crazy God process of purchasing our new house started off when Mollie was scrolling through Zillow one night. It didn't even come up on our actual searches that were coming from our realtor. You were just looking for more information on one of the houses that did come in,
yes.
And you happened upon this magical oasis of a house.
We wrote a letter to the homeowners of why we wanted to move in the house, and it would be really close to the new church building, and we wanted to do ministry in the house.
And we promised to give it as much love and attention as they have obviously shown it. And our realtor reaches out, hey, call me back quick, good news. So we finally get on the phone with him, and he's like, you're never gonna believe this. The sellers and the seller's agent just called me on speakerphone. Turns out the sellers were in tears. They were extremely moved by your letter and said they were praying for the right people to want to buy this house, and they believe that that is you. So the story gets crazier from there, as if that wasn't enough.
Yeah. Then we had to get our house ready.
Yeah, it was a week turnaround. We had an offer accepted on a new house, sold our new house within a week. So we go to meet with the home inspector on site, and the homeowners wanted to be there, so we met them. Ended up spending 2 hours chatting with them and talking. And the wife, she was choking back tears a couple of times during that whole time. And they're like, oh yeah, so we've decided that anything that we don't take is yours to keep, so you can have whatever furniture we leave. And we're like, wow, that's an amazing blessing.
Well, Phil does a lot in the church. He is in charge of the production team, so he oversees that. He also is a part of the worship team, so he plays the drums. He also does all the IT work for the church.
So some of the roles and responsibilities that Mollie has at Northwest is she is the assistant director of the Northwest Dance Studio. She helps with all of our productions and summer camps, and she's an amazing choreographer, as well as she is also part of Northwest leadership team. She helps out with the kids church, check in and check out, assisting with that. Really fits in wherever it's needed and does an amazing job.
When we're at the house, I just feel still that I'm like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe that we live here because it's so beautiful. But also, like he's saying, it's more than just a house, and it's not that, oh, if you give, to your church, you're just gonna get a big house or gonna get whatever you've been dreaming about. I think it's more that God's gonna be able to trust you with more.
Go Big has changed my viewpoint of that. At the beginning, it was very introspective, where I was looking at what can it do for me, and it changed quickly to what can Go Big, what does that mean for the generations that are to come? What does it mean for our kids? What does it mean for their kids to be able to build that? They're not gonna have I don't want to talk poorly of our current building, but it has its challenges. We've outgrown it. We have no space on Sundays. We want to get to a point where they're not going to experience that they have a foundation that's so much taller than what we're going to work off of. They have such an awesome starting point versus from where we came from. It's not about me or us, it's about the generations to come. That's what Go Big has meant to me.